this morning looking forward to your daily cup of coffee. But as you step into Starbucks, you see big signs and notices everywhere saying that the coffee you have drunk for many years kills. You probably would still go on and drink that cup of coffee, right? Why? Because you have been drinking coffee for almost every day. So why would a warning sign stop you from drinking it now? Researchers now claim that processed meat can cause cancer. In fact, it's classified into the same category as cigarettes. So from now on, no matter whether it's bacon, ham, or even char siu, all of these lovely foods are now considered cancerous. But would that change your mind from eating them? Maybe not, right? I bet many of us will still go and eat some barbecued meat later for lunch, even if they were labeled. Another reason why I think putting warning labels is ineffective is evident if we consider cigarettes. I'm sure you're all aware that there are warning labels on cigarette packets. Big letters saying that cigarettes are bad for us, with photos of rotting lungs that can ultimately cause death. But that doesn't seem to have stopped people from smoking them. In fact, even before cigarettes had warning labels, didn't we already know that cigarettes were bad for us? So ladies and gentlemen, I say let us give people the freedom of choice in choosing what to eat, including processed meat. Why should the government be allowed to transcend the freedom of choice for everyone? In particular, when researchers already said that processed meat is a lot less detrimental to our health than drugs and cigarettes. After all, haven't people been eating processed meat for hundreds of years? Therefore, I think the solution for the government is to concentrate on education rather than using warning labels. For example, instead of telling people about the harmful effects of processed meat, like warning labels do, they should concentrate on the importance of eating processed meat in moderation, so that the focus is to proactively improve the situation, but not only a token gesture. Therefore, I think the government should only play the part of educating the public, instead of policing using warning labels. To eat or not to meat? That is the question. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chan. Very good.
Thank you.
I sympathize with your idea of freedom of choice, but I think we all recognize that this is not simply an individual problem, but becomes a public health problem, so government probably has a responsibility. I think I know how you're going to answer this question, but I want to know your views anyway. What if the government were to charge a tax on foods that are allegedly unhealthy, processed meat, red meat, food that's high in sugar or salt? What do you think of that?
I mean, again, why should the government be allowed to transcend the freedom of choice for us? Like, it's our choice, isn't it? So I think, like, for tax, like, I understand for, like, perhaps maybe cigarettes, cigarettes for, like, public, for, like, private, not public places, or, like, drugs, because those are actually really detrimental and can actually damage the whole society as a whole. But for, like, processed meat and sugar, I think it's actually all about moderation. So I don't think the government should and can take this extreme measures to solve this problem. Well, I think they should only, again, educate the people and tell them about the harmful effects instead of actually putting tax on them, so that they can also have so that people have the choice to choose what to eat. Thank you.
Thanks, Adam. I wanted to ask you about your school curriculum, actually. It's quite short. Specifically, do you think gender studies should be compulsory in school?
Yes, I do think that gender studies should be compulsory, because people will then know that like different genders because in the world it's only boys and girls, right? So then I think people should know about boys and girls because it's about them, right? So yes, and I do think that gender studies should be compulsory, because a lot of times people do not understand this, and they don't seem to realize that these genders, that we are also boys and girls. So I think they're like sort of these third gender concept now, but I think they can't deny the fact that even if our character is different, we are still boys and girls, and that's a fact. So I think we should know that genders are what we are, like boys and girls are what we are, and we should understand it. So I think it should be compulsory. Thank you.